looking at it again every year, we are working towards building that fund, phasing that in, as opposed to doing it all in 1 year with the 38.7% increase.
Well, I think a couple positive things to note, and that is the actuarial study. So we do have an outside neutral analysis that confirms more or less the numbers that we're using with our consultants. So I think that that is positive, that we took the step, that we did that, and that we'll have that to rely on in the future as a measurement tool. And secondly, I think it's positive, and I want to encourage this to the highest degree possible, that for both the retiree health plan and the employee health plan, that we continue to meet, and perhaps with respect to the employees, use the labor management committee to do as much analysis of utilization of the plan as possible. What are the cost savings things that there are many out there, and I think that Ms. Mahoney, who's now on contract with your department, would be able to work on that. And I hope as we move forward at the retirement level that we have a stronger collaborative process with respect to that, so we can reduce the costs as well for the retiree plan, but that we utilize the experience of the employees, the retirees, to come to the table and figure out what we can do with this utilization issue. And can we have a reduction in utilization or a more appropriate utilization of various services that will control costs. So I think we've got to reach into that realm, as well as going for the premium increases, which of course are unavoidable. And I would also concur that we don't want to make, as one of our union representatives mentioned, the 16% is not something that we want to see as an automatic adjustment every year. It needs to be driven by what the costs are with respect to providing the services, looking again at the utilization, and then looking at what are reasonable rates that we can build the reserves.
Yes, and I would say that the team that I've been working with would agree with you on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I could,
Ms.
Linda
McClure?
McClure again. Thank you. Well, we're on timed item in this discussion, and I had something to respond to something that was said. We're not public comment.
Okay, I didn't see that in my plan here. So,
excuse me, Mr. Chair. It is agreed that SEIU has 15 minutes to discuss this item.
Okay.
As part of the presentation.
Please proceed.
Supervisor Smith, you suggested that the Labor Management Committee might be where this could be reviewed. I would suggest that we have a Health Benefits Committee that is made up of representatives from all the bargaining units. Unfortunately, and at a time when that Health Benefits Committee should be working really hard, they've been suspended. Ms. Klauser has not called a Health Benefits Committee. She is because she's considering the meetings that are happening with the other bargaining units. We've been meeting separately as part of the settlement of the grievance, but that it's meet and confer rather than health benefits right now, and Health Benefits Committee is advisory to you, not a meet and confer body, although most of the representatives are the same people. However, I would really encourage, as I have been and will ask you to encourage, that the Health Benefits Committee, as that advisory committee to you, begin meeting again. This is a very important body and review process, and that it isn't happening right now and hasn't happened for months and months is a real concern to me.
Ms. McClure or to Ms. Glassy?
If I could comment, the Health Benefits Committee is a committee appointed, provided for by the CEO's office, so Ms. Glassy is going to respond to that.
That was a Freudian slip there, I'm sorry. Ms. Glassy.
Allison Glassy, Assistant CEO. Yeah, I was just going to say the Health Benefits Committee is advisory to the Executive Office, and it's been very important when we're in the midst of meet and confer negotiations not to have kind of dual conversations going on, but as we have reached the agreement regarding how we approach the health premium increases, and we're going through this first year of actually following through on the commitments that we made in both directions, we are going to then look at what the appropriate venues are for conversations and the appropriate timing for those conversations. We do want to continue to look at the health plan, the design of the health plan, and we're just figuring out what the appropriate mechanism for that to be. So it's something that we're working on, and we'll be able to report back later.
Okay. Supervisor Smith.
Thank you. Well, Ms. Glassy, I would like to encourage that committee to meet, because a number of years ago I attended a few of those meetings, and I thought that they were very valuable. They drew on diverse departmental involvement, and I think that could be a productive venue in which to explore the utilization issue in particular. And I don't think everything needs to happen within the construct or the constraints of meet and confer. I think that having a health benefits committee is very possible, and a good way to go. We also have one for the retiree health benefits issue, and I think that wouldn't have a meet and confer component to it, but I think that's another one that we need to get on track and be very proactive in this, and everyone has something to gain from this process. I mean, the costs for healthcare are not something that we're ever going to be able to fully deal with at the local level, but since we're stuck with providing it and